What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Out Loud with Elisa Houston. Where are you at today? How are you doing today? Drop it down below in the comments and let me know what space you're in physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Where are you at today? So, y'all, I know that I missed uploading last week. If you watched my previous video, you know I talked about experiencing some severe back pain for a few weeks now. That was why I did not upload last week. In fact, after I recorded my last Where You At Wednesday video, I ended up having to go to the ER that evening, because the back pain was just so severe. And then, in addition to that, I had started experiencing some pelvic pain slash ovarian pain. And so I was like, let me go ahead and go get this checked out. I knew that I knew that I needed, excuse me, y'all. Man, I knew that I needed to have an ultrasound done because I have, I feel like all of my life I have struggled with ovarian cysts. So I knew that that was what was going on with me after several days of experiencing the pelvic pain and especially with the back pain, because my back pain, even though it like radiated all over my back, it was mostly in my lower back area. So that is one of the symptoms of ovarian cysts. Um, so I go to the ER, they run tests, they do an ultrasound, and they find that I do have two ovarian cysts on my left ovary, one measuring 3.1 centimeters and the other measuring 3.8 centimeters, I believe. So that would explain why I had been in so much pain as far as my back pain and the pelvic pain, the ovarian pain. And y'all, so like I said, I've dealt with this for, I feel like my entire life. I've always had these. So as I got older and started to get more in tune with my body, I always know when I have these cysts. In fact, I'll reach out to my doctor and ask her, can you order an ultrasound because I feel like I have a cyst. So, and my main reason for doing that, like, even though I know that I have them and in most cases they're not life threatening, I just want to keep an eye on it to make sure that they aren't growing, you know, and things like that. If you've ever experienced, ovarian cysts, if you could share like your journey, your story, what you do to self-heal, because I am currently in the process of self-healing. I feel like every time I find out that I have these ovarian cysts, I'm always doing more research on what I can do to self-heal, because in the past, like, the only thing that the doctors recommend or suggest are for you to get on birth control pills. And I am not doing that anymore. I have done that in the past, and it just really messes with your hormone levels and just. So yeah, like I was saying, I just, because like of all the effects that birth control has on your body and what it does to your hormones, I decided that I'm not gonna do that. Back then when I did do that, like, I didn't know, like, I wasn't educated on that. So like I said, now that I've grown, I've gotten older. And so this is one of the reasons that my health and my eating habits and lifestyle changes are important to me, are because I've suffered from, ovarian cysts. And I do know that certain foods, that you eat, like they feed off of those things, and sometimes can cause ovarian cysts and different tumors and things in your body. So that's another reason that it's so important for me to make these lifestyle changes, because, ovarian cysts, if you've struggled with it, then um, it is they're very painful, especially as they grow. They can just cause a lot of pain, back pain, pelvic pain, a lot of discomfort. And I feel like so some of my symptoms have been pelvic pain, back pain, extreme fatigue, just sluggish, low energy. A lot of times I'm just unmotivated, don't really want to do anything, move around. Um, yeah, so going through that, it's just really a challenge. It's very challenging, and I'm really just completely tired of it. So I know that it is very much necessary for me to make some lifestyle changes and be more active so that I can in the future prevent these ovarian cysts from growing. You just have to be proactive in your own health because, like I said, a lot of the times, I mean, the doctors, only recommendation and only treatment for ovarian cysts are birth control pills. Some of the things that I've done over the years, I will share with y'all. One of my go-tos anytime that I'm experiencing ovarian cysts, something that I researched and found out several years ago are castor oil packs. So this is my go-to anytime that I know that I have ovarian cyst. The brand that I use is the Now brand, and this is what the bottle looks like. I hope that it's not too bright. I hope that y'all can see this. This is what I use. I need to get some more because I'm almost out. So basically the way that I prepare mine is, or how you're supposed to prepare it is, you take a cloth and you saturate the cloth with the castor oil. Place it over your lower abdomen. Place something on top of that because that oil is messy. And then you'll put a heating pad on top of that. I normally I lay in the bed and I do that for 35 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, because I'm just laying in the bed, either journaling or watching TV or something like that. That's been my go-to. If you suffer from this, then you can do your own research, see if it's right for you, see if it works for you. More than anything, it eases up the pain, the pelvic pain for me. So I will do that a couple of times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. In fact, this time around, I've been doing it since I found out that I have them. I want to say within that first week, I probably did it 2 times that week. This week, today is Wednesday, I've only done it last night. I did it last night, so I'll do it another day this week. But anyway, so I'm learning that with all of these remedies, I have to be consistent with what I'm doing. I also found some other informational videos on treating ovarian cysts naturally on some other channels. I will link that stuff in the video or below. And as well, as just changing up my diet and lifestyle habits, which I've mentioned in previous videos. This is the reason, I don't want to have to suffer from this anymore, and as well as other, diseases and ailments that come with, some of our bad lifestyle habits. So, that's what I've been going through. That's where I am today. I am just trying to self-heal, from this physical condition. So healing for me isn't only in a mental aspect, it's physical for me as well, because I have, like I said, suffered from this for many, many years. But I do want to share with y'all, like, when I went to the ER, I had a great experience at the ER. My nurse was so dope. Like, she was very caring. She was very patient with me. She was very understanding of what I was going through. You know how sometimes, I don't know if y'all have experienced this, but sometimes when you do go to the doctor or healthcare providers, sometimes the nursing staff or medical staff aren't, I guess because a lot of them are just overworked, maybe underpaid. I'm not sure, having personal issues and things like that. Sometimes they're not the friendliest. And sometimes I feel like they're just getting in there, doing their job to get to the next patient, and that's just it. But she really opened up to me. She shared her experience with ovarian cysts with me. She kind of shared her journey, and I was very appreciative of that because she didn't have to do that. And I told her that, she just really wanted, like, that's a nurse that I know really cares about patients, because for her to share her personal experience with me in that way, she knew that I was in a lot of pain. She knew what I was going through. She could relate. So she did put me at ease by sharing her experience with me. And I was just so grateful. Like, I knew that she was God sent, because I needed that in that moment. Even though I said that I've suffered from this for many years, like you still need that comfort when you're going through pain and when you're going through something such as this, you know. So I made sure to let her know that I did appreciate it, you know, and I gave her, you know, wished her the best of luck on her journey. She did mention that she has PCOS, and she was just saying that from some of the history that I shared with her, she was like, you know, it's possible that you could have PCOS and it's just not been diagnosed. And you know, for a second, I thought about it, and then I started doing research when I got home on PCOS, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna, and nothing, no offense to her or anything like that, but I know that sometimes we can manifest things, you know, when we're thinking about a certain thing, and when we claim, you know, certain things that people project on us. So in my mind, I was just like, you know what, I'm not even going to entertain this. I'm not going to speak that over my life, my body, or any of that. So I don't really have a lot of the symptoms that they say that you have with PCOS. And so if you have any experience with ovarian cysts, or if you have any remedies that you use, you know, feel free to share it down below in the comments, as I am on this healing journey. And I do have a follow-up appointment with the gynecologist in about 4 weeks, because they just want to do another ultrasound to make sure that the cysts aren't growing. And in my hopes, I am hoping and praying that these remedies that I've been doing are treating the ovarian cysts. I am prayerfully, when I go back in, they will have been shrunken or dissolved completely. That's my prayer. That's my hopes. When I do go back, so I do plan on updating you guys with this, you know, once I come back from the doctor and all of that. And just, I can say that since I've been doing the remedies, like, there are some days where I do still have back pain, and where it is severe, but it's not like on a daily basis. And there are still days where I have pelvic pain, but it's not as severe and it's not as frequent as it was prior. So I feel like maybe it's possibly working, but I won't know for sure until I go back to the doctor, and for one, until I'm not experiencing any more pain. So yeah, that's my update for today. That's where I'm at. That's where I've been, self-healing, always mentally, physically, just always self-healing. Again, if you have any remedies that you think may help me on this journey, anything that you've come across, anything that you've done yourself, feel free to drop it below. Let me know in the comments how you're doing today. Make sure that if you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel so that you can follow me on this journey. And let's heal together. Until next time, y'all. Peace and love.